Are you making these financial mistakes that could cost you your future wealth? You're working hard, grinding away, but are you setting yourself up for success? Or are you falling into common traps that could hold you back for years to come? In your 20s, the financial decisions you make can set the stage for a lifetime of wealth or a lifetime of struggle. It's the time to build a solid foundation, to plant the seeds for a future where you're not just getting by, but thriving. Today, we'll uncover the top 5 financial mistakes to avoid, using real-life stories and expert advice. We'll break down these mistakes and give you actionable steps so you can take control of your finances and start building the future you deserve. Let's get started. Let me tell you about my friend Mark. Mark's a great guy, loves his Starbucks, and thought budgeting was for, well, boring people. He figured he was making good money, so why bother tracking every penny? Well, fast forward a year, Mark's inbox is flooded with credit card bills. He's stressed out of his mind, and that daily $4 latte habit, yeah, it's turned into a $1,460 annual expense he didn't even realize he had. Look, I get it. Budgeting can feel restrictive, like you're putting yourself in a financial straitjacket. But here's the thing, budgeting isn't about deprivation, it's about awareness and control. It's about understanding where your money is going so you can make conscious decisions about your spending. Think of it like this, if you were building a house, you wouldn't just start throwing bricks together without a plan, right? You'd have blueprints, a budget, a clear understanding of where every dollar is going. Your financial life deserves the same level of attention. Budgeting empowers you to take control of your money, to allocate it towards your goals, whether it's saving for a down payment on a house, investing in your future, or finally taking that dream vacation. It's about making your money work for you, not against you. There are tons of budgeting apps out there, or you can go old school with a spreadsheet. The key is to find a system that works for you and stick with it. Track your income, your expenses, and categorize everything. You'll be amazed at how much clearer your financial picture becomes. And hey, if after budgeting you realize you can afford that daily latte and still hit your financial goals, then go for it. But at least you're making that decision from a place of knowledge and control, not blindly letting your money slip through your fingers. Remember, budgeting isn't about restriction, it's about freedom. Freedom from financial stress, freedom to pursue your dreams, freedom to build the life you want. So ditch the budgeting is boring mentality and embrace it as your secret weapon to financial success. So, I've got a confession to make. Back in my early 20s, I thought credit cards were like free money. You mean I could buy this awesome jacket now and pay for it later? Sign me up. Little did I know those later payments would come back to bite me with a vengeance. See, credit card debt is like that extra slice of pizza at 2 a.m. It seems like a good idea at the time, but you always regret it in the morning. The problem with credit card debt is the insidious way it creeps up on you. You swipe your card for a few small purchases here and there, thinking you'll pay it off later. But then life happens. Unexpected expenses pop up, your income fluctuates, and suddenly, you're staring down a mountain of debt with interest rates that would make even a loan shark blush. I remember one time I was trying to impress a date by taking her to this fancy restaurant. I whipped out my credit card, feeling like a high roller, only to have it declined. Talk about embarrassing. That's when it hit me. My buy now, worry later mentality had caught up with me. The truth is, credit card debt is a silent wealth killer. It robs you of your financial freedom, eats away at your future earnings, and keeps you trapped in a cycle of payments and stress. But here's the good news. You can escape the credit card debt trap. It takes discipline, commitment, and a solid plan, but it's absolutely possible. First things first, stop digging. Put those credit cards away, cut them up if you have to, and resist the temptation to accumulate more debt. Next, create a budget and prioritize paying down your credit cards as quickly as possible. Look for ways to increase your income, even if it's a side hustle, and throw every extra dollar towards your debt. Remember, getting out of debt is a marathon, not a sprint. There will be setbacks, temptations, and moments of doubt. But stay focused on your goal. Celebrate your progress along the way, and know that every payment you make is a step towards financial freedom. All right, let's talk about something that's way more exciting than budgeting or credit card debt investing. And no, you don't need to be a Wall Street hotshot to make your money work for you. In fact, the earlier you start, the better. Thanks to this magical little thing called compound interest. Imagine this, you invest $1,000 today. With an average annual return of 7%, that $1,000 could grow to over $10,000 in 30 years without you lifting a finger. That's the power of compounding, my friends. It's like a snowball effect, where your money earns interest, and then that interest earns interest, and so on, creating an avalanche of wealth over time. Now, I know what you're thinking. Graham, I'm in my 20s, I'm still paying off student loans, I can't afford to invest. And you know what? I get it. But here's the thing. Even small, consistent investments can make a huge difference in the long run. Think of it like this. If you invested just $5 a day, the price of that daily latte we talked about earlier, you'd be investing $1,825 a year. Over 30 years, that could grow to over $120,000. That's right. Just by skipping your daily caffeine fix, you could be sipping margaritas on a beach somewhere, retired early and living your best life. The key is to start small and be consistent. There are tons of investment options out there, from low-cost index funds to robo-advisors that automate your investments for you. Do your research, find an approach that aligns with your risk tolerance and financial goals, and start investing today. Remember, the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is today. Don't let another day go by without putting your money to work for you. The magic of compounding is waiting to turn your small, consistent investments into a mountain of wealth. Picture this. You're cruising along, life is good, your finances are on track. Then, bam, life throws you a curveball. Your car breaks down, you lose your job, or you face an unexpected medical expense. Suddenly, that financial stability you worked so hard for feels like it's hanging by a thread. This, my friends, is why having an emergency fund is non-negotiable. It's your financial safety net, your peace of mind, your armor against the unexpected chaos that life throws your way. An emergency fund is not for that new phone you've been eyeing or a spontaneous weekend getaway. It's for those oh crap moments, the unexpected events that can derail your finances and send you spiraling into debt. Think of it like this. You wouldn't drive a car without insurance, right? Well, your emergency fund is your financial insurance, protecting you from the financial fallout of life's inevitable bumps in the road. So, how much should you have in your emergency fund? A good rule of thumb is to have 3 to 6 months worth of living expenses saved up. I know that sounds like a lot, especially when you're just starting out. But remember, you don't have to build it overnight. Start small, even if it's just $50 or $100 a month, and gradually increase your savings over time. Treat your emergency fund like a non-negotiable expense, just like your rent or your phone bill. You can even automate your savings so you don't even have to think about it. Trust me, having a well-stocked emergency fund will not only save you from financial disaster, but it will also give you peace of mind, knowing that you're prepared for whatever life throws your way. And that, my friends, is priceless. Here's a hard truth. Our education system often fails miserably when it comes to teaching us about personal finance. We graduate high school, sometimes even college, without a clue about budgeting, investing, or managing our money. And you know what? That lack of financial literacy can cost us dearly. Think about it. We're bombarded with financial advice from all directions, from social media influencers peddling get-rich-quick schemes to well-meaning relatives offering outdated advice. It's no wonder so many people feel lost and confused when it comes to their finances. But here's the thing. You don't have to be a financial expert to take control of your money. There are tons of resources available, from books and podcasts to online courses and financial advisors that can empower you with the knowledge and skills you need to make informed decisions about your money. Investing in your financial education is one of the best investments you can make, period. The more you know about managing your money, the better equipped you'll be to avoid costly mistakes, make smart financial decisions, and build a secure future for yourself. Don't fall prey to the misconception that financial literacy is only for the wealthy or those working in finance. It's for everyone, regardless of your income, background, or financial goals. Take the time to educate yourself. Seek out reputable resources, and never be afraid to ask questions. Remember, knowledge is power, and when it comes to your finances, that power can be the difference between a lifetime of financial security and a lifetime of struggling to make ends meet. So there you have it, the top 5 financial mistakes to avoid in your 20s. Remember, building wealth is a marathon, not a sprint. It takes time, discipline, and a willingness to learn and adapt. But the rewards are well worth the effort. By avoiding these common pitfalls and making smart financial decisions today, you can set yourself up for a lifetime of financial freedom and security. If you want to learn more about how to grow your wealth, check out our next video on the power of compounding. Click on the end screen to continue your journey to financial freedom. Remember, your financial future is in your hands. Take control, make informed decisions, and start building the life you deserve.